Hi, I'm Olivia Clarke, editor of the Chicago Daily Law Bulletin and Chicago Lawyer magazine. In our May issue of Chicago Lawyer, we have a story about Warren Wolfson, who's the interim dean of DePaul University College of Law. He talks a little bit about his poetry and about his writing. And so today we are here with him, and he's answering a few questions about being a poet and also reading a few of his poems. Well, we're here today with Warren Wolfson. He's interim dean of DePaul University College of Law, and he also happens to be a wonderful poet. And so I thought we would first just talk a little bit about his writing. So, what made you start writing poetry?
I was a late bloomer. I really didn't start until I crossed 70. And I just decided that there was more to life than law. And I've always liked the sound of words and the rhythm of words. And so I simply started putting them together. And tried to say a little something with each poem. But really just for sound and rhythm and the music of language. It's just different than law. A new dimension in my life.
And describe your writing process a little bit.
Well, it's serendipitous. I mean, I might be walking down the street or sitting and having coffee with somebody, and I hear a phrase or I get an idea, and I'll just go upstairs and write it. It's just nothing planned. The real poets, and I'm not, but the real poets plan a certain part of the day where they write. I don't do that. I just wait for something to occur to me. Then I'll put everything else aside and start putting the words together and work on it. Once I start working on it, I work on it very hard. I might put it away for a couple of days and take a fresh look at it. A poem is never finished. You just get to a point where you say, I can't do any more with this, but it's never really finished.
Why is it important to be a good writer as a lawyer or a judge?
Well, as judges, we have a duty to be clear. And as lawyers, you have a duty to communicate with whoever you're speaking to. But if you can't use the kind of language that people can understand, then you're wasting your words. So I think it's important to be clear and to communicate. And I believe in short declarative sentences, non-legal jargon. I believe in writing for somebody who doesn't have to be a lawyer, somebody with reasonable intelligence who's interested. And I think we work hard at that. And I always made sure my law clerks were with me on that. And to keep it as simple as possible, I used to talk to them about what Willie Mays said when somebody asked him how he became such a great baseball player. He said, well, when they pitch the ball, I hit it, and when they hit the ball, I catch it. The first one really is an example of one of my answers to your questions about where you get the ideas. We were sitting having coffee one day with some colleagues on the court. And one of them said, I'm really tired of lawyers telling lies to me. Another judge said, yeah, but they're small lies. They're not really important lies, and who cares? And I thought that would make a good poem, and it was intended to mean more than what happens in court, but the setting for this is in court. And I called it 11th Floor Lies. It was published in the summer 2004 Rattle Journal. May I read it?
Go for it.
This is a place where minor matters are decided. Here on the 11th floor of the courthouse, I conduct a reluctant venue for lawyers. Only small injustices occur. I demand explanations. Tardiness is unacceptable. The lawyers tell me lies about where they were and when they left. No one, certainly not I, believes the lies. If they were dropped on a scale, they would barely press. Still, I accept the lies. We must get on with it. Cases are called and I decide them. Someone wins and someone loses. The number of people in the courtroom remains the same, but the faces change. The lies are lost, replaced by other lies. We pretend and we proceed. People leave with more or less of something. Decisions require words. At times I look up from papers to the wall. On the wall I see, in God we trust.
Well, thank you so much for taking time to share your poetry with us.
Well, I'm happy to be here. Thank you.
Thank you.